It's up now. It's back. There you go, Mike. It's coming back down, Travis. Travis, right now, like you said, we're just north of 266. I'd say we're just about a mile, and you can see the lightning out here again. The life cycle is starting to pick back up with the wind and the lightning. And again, we're about a mile from the Verdigris, northwest of Verdigris, moving just between Verdigris and Claremore as we make our way to Route 66 in this area. And we have it on the ground, debris out in this area. We can see some farm buildings and outbuildings right now. We have it on the ground, and this looks to be a little bit stronger than even earlier as we see the debris being picked up from the buildings and off the ground. Travis? It's still there. Zoom out. Okay. Good, good. Okay. Forget it. Forget it. You got it. Travis, I'm right with you. If you look at the center of our screen here as it gets dark, now this is just about, I'd say, a half mile, 3/4 of a mile on the west side of Route 66. You can see it roping out on the ground like we were talking about earlier. It is here now. We have seen it go through some residential areas. We saw the debris, but it's still now moving out towards Route 66 where there's a lot more commercial and residential areas here. We are just to the northwest of Verdigris and to the southwest of Claremore at this time. In that triangle, if you will, about a half mile to the west of Route 66, continuing to move east by northeast. So again, it's going to stay to the north of Verdigris, but hit the southern part of Claremore somewhere as it crosses Route 66 and the Will Rogers Turnpike. Travis? Well, Travis, right now we do not see it on the ground. Like we said, it looks like the wall clouds come up, but now we see some rain. That's a rain curtain that we believe right there. You see in the center of your screen right now. As we zoom in, you can see that, but we do not see any debris or anything like that. It was a weak tornado, so it is hard to see sometimes from the funnel cloud to the ground, but we do not even see a funnel cloud or any debris on the ground at this time, but we're continuing to search because, again, being a weak tornado, it has been on the ground when we haven't been able to spot it very quickly, so we're going to continue to look as it moves. Now it is moving to the northeast, north of the Verdigris, on the south side of Claremore, and I'd say it's coming up right now maybe a 1/4 mile, almost over Route 66, moving towards Will Rogers. So again, people in those areas need to take the precautions they need to. We can see some lowerings every now and again, but again, it's hard to see if it's a defined funnel cloud or not. As we move in, there's some power flashes. That tells us something's on the ground out there, some high winds. We might come to the right a little bit. Right in there, you can start to see rotation right there on the right side of your screen. Right there, you see that rotation? That's where it's back on the ground. This is on the south side of Claremore right now. We see the power flashes in that area. It just came back down again. It just defined that definition. We can see the power flashes. It's about to cross. It just crossed Route 66, and it looks like it's moving midway between 66 and I-44 at this time. Again, south side of Claremore, moving east, northeast at this time. Travis? Okay, stay there. It's crossing I-44 right now, Travis. Crossing I-44. We got people on the highway. we have it on the camera. It's dark out here, but it's crossing the highway. Put our video up if you can. We're going to backlight it to the city. We got to get going here. Okay, we're at. Yeah, Travis, it's getting pretty dark, but we got that funnel cloud on the ground, backlit against Claremore right here. It just crossed I-44. As you can still see, it's moving, and it is a much lower area. You can see the top part where it's real dark, a defined lowering, and it is a thick funnel cloud. It looks like it's even picked up intensity from what we had earlier in the day. So again, we see it on the ground. It looks to be a much larger funnel tornado than we saw earlier. So again, not as weak as the ones we saw, but moving east, northeast. And again, we can see it up against the city. You can see the darkness, how low the ceilings are, and then how thick that funnel part of the tornado is right there as it's moving from the wall cloud down to the ground. Again, putting up a lot of debris. It's hard to see with the camera. We can still see it with our naked eye up here a little bit, but again, hard to see with the camera, so we're just trying to backlight it for you. Travis?